Hello everyone! Welcome back. Zargot here. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day today. I am off today, so I'm having a fantastic day. Good day to jump online and run through a couple drafts here, have a little bit of fun. I've also been playing some Hearthstone today. Getting kind of addicted to that game. I don't know if I like it better than Magic, but pretty close. It's a pretty fun game if you haven't checked it out, although I'm sure just about everybody's heard about it at least at this point. But yeah, pretty fun. Maybe I'll get some of those videos up on the channel again at some point. But you know what? That's a different video altogether. Anyway, just let everyone know I am going to be doing at least one Masters 25 draft video. I really haven't watched anyone draft the set, and I haven't read anything about it, so I'm not sure what decks you really want to be trying to move into. So I thought it'd be fun to just kind of jump in and do a blind draft and see how good or bad we do. But regardless, today we're going to be jumping into another Rivals Ixalan draft. Hope you're all going to enjoy watching the picks. Hope you're going to enjoy watching the rounds. If you do, make sure to hit that like button. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Okay, let's get started. Okay, everyone, let's take a look at our first pack here. Well, our rare Silent Gravestone, so that's pretty underwhelming. We got 4 uncommons. We've got the Silvergill Adept, which not a huge first pick for me. I like this as a pick after you've gotten a few Jungleborn Pioneers or a couple of the Merfolk. Best card in the pack. I mean, I like Forerunner and I like Raging Regisaur. I feel like I take Raging Regisaur first a lot of times. I mean, it is a very, very good card. We've never played with a Forerunner. I don't know. Maybe we just take Regisaur here. There's a reason I take it first, because it is good. I mean, it's great value. It picks off a lot of little creatures. It's a 4/4 for 4, which is great on the curve. Yeah, I can't help it. I gotta take the Regisaur here. Let's go ahead and grab this. And again, we don't have to play it. Ooh, okay. This is a pretty good pack. I mean, we got Moment of Craving, we got Bombard, we got Sadistic Skymarcher, we got Golden Guardian, Hunt the Weak, Corsair. I mean, there's a lot of good cards here. Yeah, I mean, all of these are... I mean, the Relentless Raptor isn't phenomenal unless you're doing the Boros thing. But I mean, every card in this pack is pretty decent. I think we're going to take Golden Guardian, just because this card is very strong. I mean, being able to make all these little tokens, these little Golem tokens, and if we do end up playing Dinos, it's real easy to turn this on. It is a shame to pass a Bombard and a Moment of Craving. Those are both very strong. I probably would take Moment of Craving over Bombard. I think it's just a better card. But yeah, I can't pass a Golden Guardian. That's fantastic. Okay, now what have we got here? Oh, wow, we're seeing a lot of black removal. I mean, here's Reaver Ambush. I mean, some medium red cards here. Sailor Means is in the pack. I'm a big fan of that card. Maybe we just take Reaver Ambush. It's not the most powerful removal spell, but it's pretty good. It is pretty good. I mean, this hits a lot of the problems. I mean, we also could take Sailor Means. I mean, if we wanted to take something to go with our first pick, we could take Swaggering Corsair or Hardy Veteran, but that feels pretty bad. So let's just take Reaver Ambush. I don't know where we're going to be at here. Okay. Now we've got some medium red cards. Mutiny's okay. But there's a Protean Raider, which I do like. Of course, this is putting us even farther away from, figuring out what colors we want to be in here. And we're not going to take the black card. I mean, this is only pick 4. We don't have to commit to anything. I think the Raider's probably just very, very good. So I'm going to grab this here. And a pile of black cards. Tomb Robber. I do like Tomb Robber, actually. It's not phenomenal. Probably would take something else over. Here's another Mutiny. There's an Overgrown Armasaur. Sartorial Flow. I mean, the blue cards we're seeing, we saw Sailor Means. And also the Rapids. It's not really anything too crazy. We could just take Mutiny here, because I do like the Protean Raider and the Raging Regisaur. Yeah, let's just take the Mutiny. Okay, we're not going to take another Mutiny. Okay, here's a lot of red. Maybe we just go ahead and take a Tuscadon and start cutting some of this red. We're seeing a lot of red now. I don't mind passing another Mutiny or Raptor or the Shatter. The Corsair is actually pretty decent. But I like the Tuscadon. So let's go ahead and grab this here. And we're not seeing a lot of black. We're not seeing any black, really, after those first few picks. There's a Swashbuckler. Everdome Champion's pretty good. We don't have any white. We definitely have some red cards I want to play. So let's take this Swashbuckler. This is a good 2-drop. And sometimes this thing just gets really, really powerful. That's a late Reckless Rage. Yeah, we're going to take Reckless Rage here. Okay. And now we could take a Horncrest or the Sun-Colored Raptor. I think I'm more inclined to take the Horncrest. Just because we have, a couple dinos already, and one more 5-drop's going to be fine. And I don't really love the Raptors. They're okay. I'll play 1 or 2. But I'd rather hold out for something better. Okay, and here's a Veteran. So we're probably going to be... we're not seeing the black cards, really. So we're probably not going to play that. The Raider, I'm not going to discount just yet. But the Hardy Veteran, I'm happy to grab here. Okay, and there's a Corsair. It's a decent 3-drop. It's another Horncrest. Probably let's say play the second Horncrest before I play the first Raptor. Although I don't want to play all these 5-drops. But I'm not a huge fan of the Raptor. It's just harder to cast. Especially if we get a little bit of fixing. I wouldn't mind playing this Raider here. And we don't have to be green. We only have the Regisaur and the Veteran. We could be red-black. I mean, we're not seeing a lot of black, though. That's a Frillback. That's a fine 3-drop. So these two are on the... probably not going to be in the deck, but maybe the Raider. Maybe. If we get a little piece of fixing. Okay. Another Raider? Reckless Rage? Trailblazer? Pioneer? There's another Reckless Rage. We already have one Reckless Rage. I really want the Goblin Trailblazer or the Pioneer, but maybe we can splash all these Raiders. I mean, these are good cards, especially for red-green, and we're fairly aggressive. It's pretty easy to turn on the raid trigger. And making copies of Regisaur is not a bad thing. We also could just take the Reckless Rage, just because that's a good, cheap piece of removal. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we're going to play 2 Raiders. I'm hoping not to have to splash anything, and I don't know if it's just crazy for it. Maybe it's better than the Reckless Rage, but I think I'm going to take this anyway. This is a good, cheap removal. And we haven't seen any Hunt the Weeks or anything just yet. That's a Dreadmaw. That's a Chupacabra. Wow. Could take the Chupacabra and cut our green out, but we didn't see a lot of black in the first pack, really. I feel like that might not be the right pick. I guess we can take a Dreadmaw. Hopefully we don't see 5 black cards after this. Yeah. Okay. Well, Vada's Hunger, which is medium. Yeah, this is an okay card. Dinosaur Hunter's okay, Recover. Yeah, so these are just medium cards. We could take the Sun-Colored Raptor, or we could take Shake the Foundations. Shake the Foundations I actually do like. I think it does a lot of work. Especially against like the Vampire deck or the Merfolk deck. And we're not seeing a ton of green so far, but maybe we just take Shake the Foundations. I like having one of these. We definitely need to start picking up some creatures. There's a Seer. There's a Neckbreaker. Mausoleum Harpy. Yeah, we're seeing... well, now we're seeing decent black cards. And no green cards. Interesting. So if we've taken the Chupacabra, could have taken the Neckbreaker, which would go with our Swashbuckler, our Corsair, and then we could play the Reaver Ambush. Okay, well, I still don't think we're doing that right now. I don't think we're going to take the Seer. I definitely don't want another Horncrest. I mean, we could take a Plummet for the sideboard. Alright, I guess we can just take a Plummet for the sideboard here. There's a Bombard, or Trailblazer. We have quite a few pieces of removal. I want to start hitting our 2 and 3 drops. We need some, and we have a few big creatures for Golden Guardian, so let's... and you guys might yell at me, but I feel like we really need to start shoring up these 2 drops here. And with 2 Reckless Rages, I don't think I'm going to miss the Bombard. There's also Knight of the Stampede, but I really think our 2s are important. And here we could take a Jadecraft Artisan, but I like having one hunt a week, so this is going to be good for us. Plus it'll make it easier for our Golden Guardian not to kill our 5-drops. Okay, so we can get a big bulky dino to block with. We can take a Buccaneer's Bravado, but I feel like we probably want to lean more towards the creatures. Or we can take a Corsair. Probably just going to take the Corsair here, especially if we can get 2 or 3 more 2-drops. Now we can take the Knight of the Stampede, and this came back. I guess no one's playing white here. Oh no, this wasn't our first back. Okay, yeah, we'll take the Knight. Okay, now this came back too. I still don't think we're gonna take it. I'm happy to grab the Trailblazer. It's a good aggressive card. It turns on Corsair, and 1 Firebrand is okay for our deck. Another Corsair. All these black cards came back. They're all medium. A Hunter's pretty good though. Take another Corsair. I don't know. Maybe we're supposed to be red-black pirates. Alright, well, you know what? I'm going to take this for now. Dark Inquiry. I'm not going to play the Protean Raider. So what would happen if we cut our green? We'd lose Veteran, Frillback, Hunt the Weak, Knight of the Stampede, Regisar, and Dreadmaw. And we'd get Reaver Ambush and Neckbreaker. I mean, most of our removal is red. And just about all of our creatures are red. We'd only really lose Regisar and Hunt the Weak. Huh. Ooh, that's a good 3-drop. That's a good 2-drop. So do we want a good 3-drop or a good 2-drop? I mean, I really like the Branchwalker, and it's very strong. I mean, this is it's a 2-1, you know, it's going to let you explore, grab a land, or maybe it's a 3-2 sometimes, and pitch a bad card. But the Fesaradon is, I mean, it's a 3-drop that has Menace, so it's hard to block. Plus, if you're the more aggressive deck, you can punish your opponent. You know, every time they play a creature, they're going to lose some life. Okay, let's take these out. Yeah, I think I'm going to take the Fesaradon. Maybe that's the wrong pick because we are looking for more 2s. But I just like that card a lot. I think it's very good. There's a Wayfinder. That's a good 3-drop for us. We may end up cutting some of these Corsairs, or we can even cut the Frillback. Yeah, I don't think I want the Buccaneers. I think the Wayfinder's probably just going to be better. Deeproot Warrior, that's an excellent 2. Oh, wait a minute, here we go. So how many dinosaurs do we have right now? We have Frillback if we play it. Regisar, Horncrest, Tuscadon, Dreadmaw. So the Knight is probably going to be better. No, I think we'll take the Deeproot Warrior. It's going to be more consistent because when it gets blocked, it's going to get +1/+1. Whereas this guy's not going to get turned on early consistently. So if we drop it on 2, probably not likely to be a 3/3. Whereas the Deeproot Warrior is always going to be in that situation when it's getting blocked. Spell Swindle, Glorifier, Arrowless, a lot of good cards in this pack. Take the Deeproot Warrior. Mineshaper Mystic, Deeproot Champion. Lots of merfolk stuff going around here. Well, now I kind of like that we took the Deeproot Warrior. We could take the Vineshaper Mystic. I mean, we only have 2 merfolk. Would the Deeproot Champion do anything with our deck? We have Mutiny, Rage, Hunt the Weak. Probably not. Probably not going to be a thing for us. We're also going to take Commune with Dinosaurs. I don't think we need that. I think we're just going to take the Tillanala's Knight here. I don't think the Mystic is going to be consistent enough. If we had 2 Deeproot Warriors and 2 Wayfinders, I think I'd grab it. But let's just take the Tillanala's Knight. And now we're kind of good on our 2-drops. Wow, what with the Plank? Stormtamer, Deacon, Skullduggery. We could take the Rigging Runner. I mean, sometimes this is a 2/2 for 1. You know, we have 1 Firebrand. What else will we take? The Ceratops? Probably not. I'd rather have the Horncrest over the Ceratops. So it's either Rigging Runner or Cobble Wings for the sideboard. Well, let's just take the Cobble Wings. I don't think we're going to play the Rigging Runner. Horncrest, Deeproot Warrior, Pyromancer. So how many creatures? So we're at 25 right now. We're going to have to make some cuts. What do we want to cut here? I mean, we could cut Knight of the Stampede, because it's a 4-drop that ramps you into your 5s and 6s, but all it really does is, I think all it's going to do for us is be a 2-4 for 4. Because we play it on turn 4 and turn 5, you can just cast one of your 5-drops. I mean, if it ramps us into the Dread Maul, that's fine, but that's only one creature, so maybe we don't play this card. It doesn't give us a lot of 4s, but maybe the Horncrest is going to be pretty decent for us. I don't think I want another 5-drop, so let's grab the Horncrest. We also could take the Deeproot Warrior, but we'll take the big Dino here. So we have Swashbuckling, or Dust Legion Dreadnought. We'll take the Swashbuckling. I don't think we'll play the Dreadnought. We have enough big guys. Trove, Demolition, Hijack. Mark of the Vampire, Siren Lookout. These are still in the pack. Interesting. So we could take Hijack here. I think that's fine. Sometimes you want to Hijack in your deck. Looter came back? That's crazy. I think we'll probably just take the Sure Strike, though. It's a good piece of, or a good combat trick there. Buccaneers. Look at these. Dual shot for the board. Blue is pretty open here. Safari Giant Creeper or Jungle Delver. Yeah, maybe the Keeper. I mean, it is a menace creature. Okay. So we're definitely going to tweak a few things in the deck here. See exactly what we want to do. Is Golden Guardian the right card for our deck? Yeah, I think so. Especially if you play the Bonded Horncrest. Another Fire Shrine Keeper. Alright. What do we want to cut? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 2-drops, which I like. And then Sure Strike. Maybe we can cut the Mutiny. We have 2 Reckless Rages. We have 2 Reckless Rages. We have Shake the Foundations, Hunt the Weak. We have a Sure Strike for, you know, combat tricks. Whoop. What do we pick up here? Okay. I think we just got a glitch. I think there's a glitch. I've seen that happen before where your card gets duplicated. So I don't think we have 2 mutinies. I think that's Magic Online. So we could cut a Swaggering Corsair. Although with the Fanatical Firebrand and 2 Goblin Trailblazers, seems pretty good. Could just cut the Frill back. But since we have 1 Telenella's Knight, maybe that's better. Could cut the Firebrand, but again, you know, I like the Firebrand because then we have Firebrand and 2 Trailblazers for 3 Swaggering Corsairs. I mean, the Brazen Buccaneers are underwhelming, considering, you know, the power level of all of our other creatures once we get up here. And we got a 5/5, 4/4, then the Golden Guardian, and then all these 4/4s, and a 6/6. Still need to make 2 cuts. Do we cut one of the Horncrests just to kind of lower our curve a little bit? I like having the Tuscadon. Especially since, you know, again, we have Hunt the Weak. And, you know, if you ever get to Sure Strike a Tuscadon, that could just be game over. I mean, we could cut the Frill back. We're very light green. I mean, we're pretty base red. But I like the Regisaur, the Hunt the Weak, and the Dreadmaw. And then the Wayfinder's good, Deeproot Warrior, Hardy Veteran. I think those are all good cards. We almost could just interchange it, put a few extra red cards in the deck, and just play black, have the Neckbreaker, and then the Reaver Ambush. But we'd be a little short for 2-drops. We'd have to play some of these Fireshine Keepers, and that doesn't feel very good. So I think it's fine with the light green splash. I think Hunt the Weak and Dreadmaw's, you know, good cards to have. And the Regisaur's good cards to have late game. It's kind of what I do. I tend to pick this Regisaur early and then just try to play it. Kind of trap myself, but I think that's okay. I think this deck's still looking pretty good. We still need to make 2 cuts. What do we want to cut? We like the Fercerodon. I think the Frillback's going to be worse than the Wayfinder and the Corsairs, so I think we can cut that, which does make the Knight worse. But still a 2/2 for 2 is going to be okay, and that's only 1 3-drop Dino. And maybe we just cut one of these Stampeding Horncrests just so we can lower our curve a little bit. I still think I'll take 1 Tuscadon over the other Horncrest. I'd rather have 1 Tuscadon, 1 Horncrest instead of 2 Horncrest. Yeah, just because this is a pretty valuable creature. It kind of forces your opponent to get it off the board pretty quickly, and they can't chump it. You know, the trample's pretty relevant, they can't just throw their 1/1 tokens in front of it. So I think this is going to be the deck. For sideboard, we do have Plummet, we have Cobble Wings, Dual Shot, is a good sideboard. And if we need to add some bigger dinos, we can do that too. Or if we need a lower curve, we have Fire Shrine Keepers, and we can throw the Frill back in and take out some of these big guys. So I think this is going to be the deck. So let's go ahead and add a few lands here. And that is not going to work. I think we can do 10-7. We probably could do 9-8. No, I think maybe 10-7 is going to be better. Just because I mean, our deck's red. It would feel pretty bad to get 2 green sources in your opening hand and all red cards. So I think 10-7 is going to be fine. It makes it a little harder to cast the Dread Maul, but this is a turn 6 play anyway. We're not ramping into it. And if we have to wait a turn or 2 to cast it, I don't think this is the end of the world. But we definitely want to have access to being able to, play our Trailblazers into Corsairs and then get out these bigger dinos late game. I think we just want the consistency, so that way we can turn on these big Horncrest. And then later on, maybe we'll get to turn on the Golden Guardian here. Okay, I think that's going to be the deck. All right, let's go ahead and save this. And we'll see everyone in round number 1. Alright, looks like we're going to be on the play here. And we've got... Look at all that green. Well, I guess it's good that we only have 7 sources. Maybe we would have 4 if we went up to 8 or 9. I think we're still going to keep this. I mean, we've got Swashbuckler into Corsair. We've got plenty of mana. We got Reckless Rage for removal, which will be fine if we get to raid trigger the Corsair here. So I think we'll keep this. I think it'll be okay. Alrighty. Hopefully we don't hit any more green sources for the rest of the entire game. It's going to be kind of disappointing. Hunt the Week's not bad. The Swashbuckler is a great 2-drop. I mean, feels better late game when you can actually turn it into... Wow, okay. Turn it into, the double strike. See if our opponent wants to trade here. Actually quite fun if they do. And if they don't, we'll have a Corsair for next turn to block. Okay. Go ahead and get our 3/3 out here, which is, good for Hunt the Week. Picks off, probably most plays for the next couple of turns here against red-black. Pirates, I'm assuming. Okay, Fathomfleet Border. Yep, we might just have to take that off with the Corsair. Okay. Alright, so what do we want to do? We can go ahead and kill the border this turn with the Corsair, but then we're not going to be able to attack. Well, we can attack with the Swashbuckler, and they're probably just going to trade at that point, and then we have a 4/4 and a Reckless Rage for next turn to pick off any plays. Then we kind of burn out our hand. We could slow play it and pass, which doesn't feel phenomenal. Yeah, maybe we'll just go ahead and Hunt the Week, the border, and all for the trade here. That's probably fine. Plus, then they can't use Vanquish or Reaver Ambush on the Corsair, so maybe that's going to be okay. We can still bombard it, Reckless Rage it. There's a lot of things they can do. They might be incentivized to go ahead and offer the trade here. Yeah, okay, and that makes sense. Alrighty. So, hopefully we can draw some action. We've got plenty of lands. We don't need any more lands for the rest of the game. If they have Impale, we're going to feel kind of bad. Or Vana's Hunger. Alright. Well, that's a bummer. Yep. Well, now our hand's kind of dead here, unfortunately. Hardy Veteran's a fine draw. Send it back to our opponent. On our turn, we can use it to Reckless Rage. Ooh, 3-color. So maybe they're dinos? Splash black? No, they've already played a few black cards. They must be splashing something green. We will have to wait and see what they've got there. Moment of Craving? Okay. Well, they've taken control of this game. So we need to start hitting some non-land cards. Alright, 2-2. Well, we can play our own 2-2. Which is probably what we're going to have to do here. Okay. Well, the good thing is we've got a lot of big dinos in the deck that we can draw. And we're definitely just going to go ahead and offer the trade. Just keep the board clear for now. Okay. And what do they got? Something big? Another Corsair? Okay. Wow. Hopefully we don't draw another Corsair ourselves here. Sure Strike? That's a shame. Alright, send it back to our opponent. Well, we got a lot of answers. You know, if we draw, even if we draw a 2-drop, we can block and Sure Strike to clear the board. Okay. Nothing from our opponent? Okay. They're kind of flooding. Ooh, that's a good draw. Unfortunately, it punishes us a little bit more than our opponent right now. But we can actually Reckless Rage the Corsair this turn if we need to. See what our opponent's got here. If they use removal, we're definitely just going to Reckless Rage. Yeah. Yeah, because we don't want them to start getting this back. Okay. Yeah, let's just keep the board clear. Repeating Barrage is a bit of a pain, but it is a big mana sink, so it's not like they can do it every single turn. Especially when they don't have any creatures. I'm assuming that was their draw for the turn. Oh no, they did have Tomb Robber? That's going to be a pain. They are going to be able to burn through their whole deck now. That might just kill us. Okay. Pitch the Scoundrel. Alright. We are flooding out here. Our opponent's going to get to... Oh no, they discarded, that's right. So I guess if they hit a lot of consecutive lands, they can make that guy pretty big. And that's going to be difficult to deal with. Now we're going to be taking 4. Going to 11. No, we're not dead though. Nah, we might be dead. We're running 19 creatures in this deck. And then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, out of 18? Am I counting that right? 17. 17 cards. We've only hit 1, 2, 3, 4 creatures? Which is bad luck. So it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They might as well go for the kill here. No? Okay. Yeah, that's it. Let's just concede. Okay. So, it's all pirates. They got a bunch of the Corsairs. They got a lot of the three power guys. So what do we want to put in? Maybe Knight of the Stampede is going to be fine for us here. But do we want to take anything out for it? I don't think so. I think Shake the Foundations is not going to be very good against his opponent. Their creatures are going to be a little bit bigger. So with that in mind, we could use Mutiny. Mutiny's going to kill a creature pretty much every time, because all their guys are 2 and 3 toughness with similar power. Maybe that's better just to deal with the early guys. I don't think putting a bigger creature in is going to make a difference, and Frillback just trades with all their 2-drops. So yeah, let's do a Mutiny and just one more piece of cheap removal. Let's send this back. Yes, we'll be on the play. And... okay, this is actually a much better hand. Only 1 green source is very nice. Okay. Alright, so we can go Deeproot Warrior into Wayfinder. Maybe we'll go into Corsair, especially if we attack, just to ensure that we go ahead and get that raid trigger. And we don't have to, we're not looking for land right now, so I don't think it's as important to get the Wayfinder out. Whereas, of course, there's just going to be a definite 3-3. So, okay. Daredevil, ooh. Alright. Good card. Of course, it's just a 2-1 here. So we're going to get to kind of burn through them a little bit. Good thing we played the Deep Root Warrior. Now we play the Corsair. And we have 2 valid attackers for next turn. And then we have Sure Strike. So yeah, we're looking pretty good here. See what our opponent gets though. They got a lot of cards in hand. They're playing quick, cheap cards as well. And I'm assuming they got a decent amount of removal in the deck. But at least we got Dread Maul in our hands. So we got some big late game. We didn't see Impale the first game. But we didn't see half of our opponent's deck either, so. But yeah, they got some good pirates. This is an interesting card. Are they missing a land drop or just thinking about their turn here? If they're missing a land drop, this is probably going to be pretty easy for us to take control of, especially if we play Wayfinder that actually hits the token. Okay, so they're probably going to go... They either have like a Sure Strike or Skullduggery. We're going to take the damage. That, or they want us to think that, and they're just going to lay the land and play their own Corsair. Or not. Okay. Alright, so we're just going to send both in. See what our opponent has here. Yeah, they must have had like Skullduggery or something of that nature. If they had Moment of Craving, they would have killed the Deep Root Warrior already. So let's get this Wayfinder out. Okay. And we get an extra land out of it. Yeah, it's a bummer. That's okay though. It's one land we're not going to be drawing next turn, and it does set us up. We can cast the Dread Maul on 2 turns as well, which is fine. Alright, so our opponent's on all their colors. We don't have a piece of removal just yet. I mean, Sure Strike's going to do pretty good work. Unless they pump up that Daredevil, in which case then that's not fantastic for us, but I don't think they're going to be doing anything like that. They're probably looking to play something this turn. Some kind of blocker, since we've got a pretty decent attacks coming. Of course, Wayfinder's not going to be able to attack, and I'm not going to trade Sure Strike and Wayfinder for the Direfleet Daredevil. So it's probably going to be holding back. Maybe we'll get lucky and draw a 5-drop here. The Tuscadon would be pretty good. Okay, Neckbreaker. Alright. So now they've got a very good attacker. I mean, they can start swinging in for 4 if they want. I mean, we're definitely going to take it. So they must have some aggressive cards in their hand or some decent removal so they can stabilize next turn. And no 5-drop. Alright, I mean, we're definitely going to attack here. So let's see if we can attack for 2. I mean, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can attack for 10 with the Sure Strike. On the attack back, we're going to take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Got a 5. I guess even if they had Unfriendly Fire and a land, we wouldn't be dead. If they had a bunch of pump spells, we could be dead. The Buccaneer's Bravado would kill us. Yeah, because we take 6, 7, 8. We take 10. Yeah, they could have that card in hand. Yeah. Kind of feels like that's what they have. So let's just send in the Deep Root Warrior. Yeah, because if they swing with the Direfleet Neckbreaker and the Daredevil and the Bravada, the Neckbreaker, we are just very, very dead. So we're going to send these 2. Maybe if our opponent blocks, then they don't have it in hand, and this was the wrong play, but I think this is fine. I don't see them blocking. They have 5 cards in hand. I think it's more likely the first scenario. My cat's in here. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Yeah, I think that's what's going on. Alright, yeah. It's a good thing we held back. Hopefully, if they have a piece of removal, they could have a Moment of Craving and then still kill us this turn anyway. Which would be disappointing. Especially since we can play Dread Maul next turn and really stabilize. We'll have a big blocker. We can send all the little guys in. But we're going to block whatever comes in. Hopefully, I mean, if they just swing with the Daredevil, even if they have Bravado, we'll take 10. Probably won't block that. I don't want to throw away the Wayfinder. Especially since we can do lethal on our turn with Sure Strike. But if we send in the Neckbreaker, we're definitely going to block it. Let's see what they got here. Yeah, we're going to block it. They might have Moment of Craving. I'm fine to just trade, though. Moment of Craving puts them in a situation when they're at 10. We can do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're going to play a blocker here, I'm assuming. And if they pass priority to us, we are still not going to cast Sure Strike. Just on the off chance they do have Moment of Craving, because then they can respond and just 2-for-1 us, and that's not a good situation. I'd rather just have the sure thing go here. We'll have their own Sure Strike. Uh-oh. Do they have the Bravado? So we're going to take 16 here. Yeah, that's super disappointing. Okay, well, that's going to be game number 1. See everybody back in the next round. Die roll here, so we're definitely going to be on the play again. And we got another good opener here. Let's see if this will lead us to victory this round. Okay. So we can go Trailblazer into Warrior, maybe. Maybe we just play the Deep-Root Warrior first, actually. It's going to get through most 2-drops. Yeah, I think that's probably the play. And Trailblazer's going to get through anything annoying they play after this. Get through Sailor Amines, things like that. So. And what have we got here? Corsair? Okay. So might be a round where we can bring in dual shot. So we can go ahead and just play the Trailblazer. Our opponent is not going to block here. Okay. We got Hunt the Weak, Reckless Rage, Dreadmaul. See if we can cast Dreadmaul this game. We need one more green source. We need something we want to use Hunt the Weak with. Now we're going to take our 2. Okay. See what they got this turn. Do you have the Sailor? Or Corsair? Oh, Sun-Colored Raptor? Okay. Oh, we can get through for 4 damage this turn. If we want to get greedy, we could Hunt the Weak the Sun-Colored Raptor with the Goblin Trailblazer and swing for 5. Seems very greedy. I think we'll wait one more turn, kind of see what our opponent's doing here. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. I don't want to waste our premium removal on basically nothing. Yeah, it doesn't feel great that we're not going to be casting any spells this turn. And that is unfortunate. Okay. I guess Tilanala's Knight is better when you have a Dino, and Deep-Root Warrior is better when they have to block. Of course, it wouldn't really matter either way for us right now. We're kind of just exchanging blows. So are we taking 3, or are they holding back and go ahead and do a bunch extra damage to us this turn? Okay, they got something to cast. Deadeye Rig Hauler? Alright. Send back the Goblin Warrior? Okay. And we're getting a bunch of lands. Alright, so now we're in a situation where we can keep racing. My opponent's going to do 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 9. They can do up to 9. I think we're just going to play the Deep-Root Warrior here. I think we're just going to have to ship it back. We may be blocking the Sun-Colored Raptor with the Warrior. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to send these guys in. We need to hold back for a second here. if we can get a forest, we can play the Dreadmaw, and then we'll have, you know, real good targets for Reckless Rage and Hunt the Weak. Oh boy. Okay. I think our opponent's going to aggro us here. Take 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to go 11. And we could Reckless Rage the Rig Hauler with the Deep Root Warrior or the Trailblazer. I think that's pretty terrible. See if we get a forest this turn. No? Okay. So Shake the Foundations kills Corsair and Goblin Trailblazer. We could Shake the Foundations to kill the Corsair. And in response, Reckless Rage the Trailblazer against the Sun-Colored Raptor. Those options do not seem fantastic. We also could Hunt the Weak the Kitesail Corsair with the Deeproot Warrior, and then we can Reckless Rage the Sun-Colored Raptor on their turn with the Deeproot Warrior. Or we could Hunt the Weak the Deeproot Warrior against the Tempest Caller. And then we're able to block the Sun-Colored Raptor. Okay, I think we're going to Hunt the Weak. The Deeproot Warrior. What do we want to kill? Probably the Raptor here. It's probably the safer bet. No, it's probably going to be the Tempest Caller, because then we can trade the Deadeye Rig Hauler with the Trailblazer here. And we're going to Reckless Rage the Corsair, and we'll throw the Goblin Trailblazer in front of the Raptor. I think that's probably going to be the play here, because this is the creature we can't trade for. Yeah, and then the following turn we can kill the Corsair with the Shake the Foundation. I think that's the plan for right now. So we're going to take 2, go to 7, block the Raptor if they pump it. We're going to take 3, go to 4. Ooh. Okay, we're going to have to Reckless Rage that this turn. Okay, let's see here. Is this when it attacks or does combat damage? Okay, yeah, so that's unfortunate. We're going to have to Reckless Rage the Corsair. I can still attack with the Sun-Colored Raptor. We're going to take a turn off. No, they are going to attack. Okay. So, let's see here. If we block the Trailblazer against the Raptor, we're going to take 3 anyway. We're going to take 4, so I guess we should just get the Rig Hauler off and force them to invest mana in here. Yeah, okay. So we'll block the Trailblazer here. Deeproot Warrior, we're not going to block the Raptor because I don't think we want to trade. Or maybe we do. Maybe we want to go ahead and trade here. We'll prevent 1 damage. We'll get the Sun-Colored Raptor off the board. And then we can still Reckless Rage the Corsair. That's probably the play. So they're going to have to pump first. And then we'll just respond and Reckless Rage. We're still going to take some damage, but it's probably, this clears their board, it's going to tap them out, and it's going to give us the opportunity to maybe draw a Forest or a 5-drop Dino. Okay, and now we're just going to go ahead and Reckless Rage. Here. Here. Yeah, and we're still going to take 3. But we're taking 1 less, and we're clearing the board. And we're giving ourselves an opportunity to kind of catch up. And we drew a Reckless Rage. Alright, let's send it back to our opponent here. So Shake the Foundations. We may just have to cycle this into turn. I suppose we could have cycled it here, but we still wouldn't have been able to catch anything. Or we wouldn't have been able to cast anything, so I think it's probably better to go ahead and just save it. Maybe we can pick off a Kitesail Corsair. There we go. Value. So much value. Alright. That feels great. Alright, so we get the Firebrand. Go ahead and cast this guy. This is just the perfect draw for us. Because now we can go Firebrand, swing, one to our opponent, play the Corsair. And now we got Reckless Rage up. And we can clear out anything, you know, if they play an air elemental or something big. I mean, we're still pretty low on life. And again, if we draw a Forest, our Dreadmaul's going to be looking pretty good here. Oh, okay, so they're gonna cycle. We're not able to sack, so we're gonna lose our Firebrand. I'm gonna pass it, and there we go. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and send in the Corsair. And see if our opponent has a counter spell here. Hopefully not, and they did not. They may have a bounce spell, but they'll have to play it on their turn. Sunbird's Invocation. Interesting. So next turn they might just be able to go off. We're going to be able to do 9. We're 1 point away from lethal. Still feel pretty good. You know, they're going to have to get rid of the Dreadmaul or play something with 6 toughness and play something to block the Corsair. So still feeling pretty decent here. And we still have Reckless Rage to clear anything out. What's our opponent got here? I mean, they still could get some work done with Invocation. No, okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and go to sideboarding. Yeah, so we didn't put in the dual shot. I definitely want to put that in now. We've seen so many 1 toughness creatures. What do we want to do here? What wants to come out? What is not going to be good enough against this opponent? Right, Shake the Foundation or dual shot are going to be pretty good. Maybe we take out a Trailblazer. They have their own Shake the Foundation. I still like the Firebrand. Maybe we just leave our Trailblazers in. Although it does feel a lot worse if they're able to, you know, get 2 of our 1 toughness creatures. But that lowers our, you know, our 2 drops. We only have 5 then. I guess technically 6, because we still have Fanatical Firebrand. We're going to be on the draw. We also could just cut a land. We could cut a mountain. Our curve's pretty low. Yeah, we can just cut a mountain here. Alright, let's send this back the way it is. Okay. And that is a whole bunch of forest. But we've got 2-drop, 3-drop. We've got Wayfinder to dig through our deck, so I think we'll keep this. Can imagine how many forests we would be drawing if we had went 8 or 9. We wouldn't have gone 9, but if we would have gone 8. What do they got here? Firebrand. Alright. Out the gate swinging. It's respectable. Maybe we'll draw our own here. Golden Guardian. Hey, there's that card. So our opponent's going to do a bunch of damage to us with that. They're going to do at least, well, as it stands, at least 3 damage. And if we play the Trailblazer, they're probably just going to sack it and trade, so we might not even be able to play our 2-drop right now. Hopefully they don't play something like Stormfleet Aerialist. I don't want to see a 2/3 flyer right now. Suncolored Raptor. No, that's not great either. But we did get a good 2-drop here that's going to be able to block the Firebrand. And it can also trade with the Raptor if we feel like we need to slow this down. As it stands, our next turn, we're probably going to play the... Probably play the Dino. Just have a good blocker here. And we may go ahead and try... Ooh. I Alright. Well, that's pretty good. Makes it a 2-3. So it means they're going to get a card off of it this turn, because we're not going to throw our Deep Root Warrior away. And that's unfortunate. So, one card for our opponent. And next turn they're going to be able to just bombard it into whatever attacks, or whatever's here. Okay everyone, so last part of this match got a little junked up from the capture card, so we're just going to continue on, just kind of showing the plays here. So this turn we can play the Fesarodon, try to block the Sunclaw Raptor, swing at the Deep Root Warrior, or we can play nothing and try to Sure Strike. The Raptor seems terrible, our opponent's playing blue-red, so the plan for this turn is just to go ahead and send in the Deep Root Warrior. We're going to play Fesarodon, so hopefully we can either trade with the Sunclaw Raptor or encourage our opponent to not be attacking. And they actually blocked with the Firebrand, so I'm not sure what that play was all about. They're at 20 life, they could have afforded a few points there, but no problem. Good for us, one less creature on the board. This turn they're actually going to play the Tempest Color, tap us down, get in 2 points of damage. Not a super aggressive play, but it does tap us down and doesn't allow us to make the trade here. But again, they're not able to pump the Raptor, so we're only taking 2. It gives them a 2-3 blocker, but both of our creatures get through these, through the Tempest Color. Alright, got our Mountain here. So we're going to send in the Deep Root Warrior. We still want to keep the Fesarodon back as a blocker. They can't really block the Deep Root Warrior, they're going to take a couple points of damage here. And we're going to go get the Goblin Trailblazer. Now we do have the 2 blockers, and we have Sure Strike in hand. So if they want to send the Raptor in, we can, block and just go ahead and Sure Strike, get it off the board. And our opponent has Crashing Tide, so they can send our blocker back. And they're going to send in the Raptor and the Caller. So we're going to try to go ahead and block here and Sure Strike. And we got it. So, not too bad. The plan kind of worked there. We're going to have to replay the Fesarodon, but that is really not a big deal to get that big trampling guy off the board. And stabilize it a little bit. Alright, we're hitting a lot of lands, which is actually good because we want to be able to double up on spells here. Plus we do still have 5 and 6 drops in the deck. Now we can go ahead and just get some attacks in. Our opponent only has a 2-3 on board, and we're going to be able to slam a creature this turn as well. And there we go. We got Golden Guardian, which is going to be pretty good. We might get into a situation where we can block with it and then fight, Deep Root Warrior or Goblin Trailblazer. What's our opponent got here? And there's their Invocation. Again, no attacks from our opponent. Alright, now we've got enough land. We don't need any more. So we're just going to send our 2 attackers in again because our opponent can't block them profitably. And we'll go ahead and get the Wayfinder out. Just hopefully either get a land out of the way that's on top of the deck, or, which we did, or possibly have a 3-3. So either option's fine. And now we can play the Fesarodon. Kind of going all out here. Okay, our opponent's going to hijack. Okay, and then they get the trigger off the Invocation here, which is pretty good because they're going to get a free 3-2, which actually does 2 damage to us. And they can take our Fesarodon, and now they can swing in, and we can double block with the Golden Guardian, which is probably going to mean our Golden Guardian is going to die, or we can just go ahead and take the 3. I'm assuming they have a combat trick at this point, so we're just going to go ahead and just take the 3 here, just so we can get our Fesarodon back. And we'll have we'll be able to maintain our 4-4, our 2-2, and our 3-3 by just taking the 3 damage, which is fine. And more land, which at this point, since we have Golden Guardian, isn't the worst thing. Now our opponent is pulling some shenanigans here. They're going to Siren's Roost their Tempest Caller, which is fantastic for them. Because what that's going to do is, 1, they might get a free spell off of it. 2, they're going to tap down all of our attackers this turn. You're going to take 1 point of damage, not a big deal. And 3, on their turn, they're going to be able to swing for 5, and they have the Death Spitter in play. And there you go. And now, very difficult for us to win here, just because Death Spitter, if it dies, we're going to take the 2 damage. Not impossible, though. The reason it is not impossible is because we can block Death Spitter with the creature, and then have Golden Guardian fight the creature so that the Death Spitter doesn't take damage. So, still not impossible. Spirewinder is definitely closing the gap. And then hitting the Rig Hauler off the Invocation kind of seals the deal, unfortunately. That was just a really, Sunbird's Invocation really did everything it needed to do here. It gave them blockers, and it got to bounce a creature. And they bounced the Trailblazer, which is the card we're not going to be able to block, because on our turn, even if we flip the Guardian, we're not going to be able to attack with it. Wayfinder can get through and do 2, so can the Fesarodon, and they can just block the Deep-Root Warrior, or the Wayfinder, either one. But the Goblin Trailblazer would have been the card that actually killed them here. And then Spirewinder comes down. So they got more than enough blockers, even though they do take 1 more point of damage. So it's actually a really, really close game here. And on our turn, we draw the Corsair. So we can swing with all 3 creatures. They can either double block the Fesarodon, take 4, go to 1, which they're not going to do. They are going to block the Deep-Root Warrior and the Wayfinder, take 3, go to 2, and then on their turn they're going to be able to swing for lethal. And we're not going to be able to block the Spirewinder, unfortunately. But it was a pretty close game there. Okay, and the third round actually is the same situation, or the third game of this round is the same situation, so we'll be back in just a quick second and just go through those plays as well. Okay, so it looks like we are going to be on the play for our last game here. Yes, please. And let's see, we've got a 1-drop, which will enable our 3-drop, more than likely. Golden Guardian and Tuscadon. This is probably a fine keep. Be nice to have a 2-drop, but you know, we got a 1-drop. It's going to probably represent as much damage as a 2-drop would. And it might even pick off their 2-drop, you never know. Okay, so third game of the round, we're going to be on the play here. And, you know, kind of a slow hand. But, you know, we got the Wayfinder, we got all of our mana, we do have the Tuscadon, and Sure Strike is a good trick to allow us to keep our creature around. So we'll go ahead and keep this. Not a fantastic keep. We definitely want to hit a 2-drop. Okay, and there's a Swaggering Corsair, so we've got our 3-drop scored away. Okay, so Corsair, alright, it's pretty good. This is an excellent 2-drop. And what are we going to get hit here? And now, so we're getting all the mana we need, so we're kind of set up. We could use 1 more, you know, if we draw the Monstrosaur, but we'll go ahead and play Wayfinder. That way, hopefully, we can enable the Corsair next turn and might just get a 3/3 out of this. Trailblazer. You know, honestly, at this point in the game, I don't think we want Trailblazer. You know, some people might yell at me for that, but I went ahead and did just because we already have a plan next turn. We're probably going to play the Corsair. And the following turn, I'll be hoping to play the Tuscadon, because Tuscadon and Sure Strike is pretty difficult to deal with if you don't block that. I mean, that could be 14 damage alone. Okay, and our opponent's going to get in for their 2. Obviously, they're not going to be blocking us. Okay, and they're going to play their Death Spitter. And drawing the Regisaur is actually very, very nice here, so we can go ahead and send in the Wayfinder. Hopefully they'll block here. We're going to take 2, not a problem. They did not block. We're still going to play the Regisaur, because that's going to get the Kitesail Corsair off the board, and they can't block it as is. Also, we have Sure Strike. Alright, they're going to get in for their 2. And our opponent actually didn't draw a land. Skipped through a little fast there, but we got our 5th land here. So now we can go ahead and just attack with both. We got Sure Strike held up. We're going to kill the Corsair as soon as we swing with the Regisaur. So there's really no reason for us not to send both in here. And our opponent's going to go ahead and trade with the Wayfinder. We just take a few points of damage, but we're doing very, very well. Because now we're going to be able to play the Tuscadon. We could have doubled up and played Corsair and Trailblazer. But just again, because Tuscadon is Trample, and we have Sure Strike in hand, I feel pretty confident that we are going to be able to end this game next turn. And we don't even get to the next turn. Our opponent, looks like they just whiffed on land again. I mean, this is 14, 15, 16, 17. This is 18 damage right here. So that was going to be game over for them. I mean, if they played something, maybe they could stabilize for a turn there. Or if they were to bounce, you know, if they had Water Knot or something like that, they would be able to get the Tuscadon. But anyway, that's going to be it for round number 2. And we'll see everyone back in the finals. And luckily, the finals, everything recorded is fine there. So we'll see. Okay, here we go. So we're going to go ahead and play Firebrand. Our opponent did keep their hand. Send it back to our opponent here. And again, it'd be great to hit a 2-drop. And hey, we got rewarded. Alright, so this is actually a really good hand now, because the Deep-Root Warrior is probably going to be able to attack through whatever they play here. Yeah, Yeah, this is actually shaping up to be a pretty good start. We got 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop, a defensive 4 drop, so that's not fantastic, but I think it's still going to be fine here. And our opponent started to tap. What are they doing here? Okay. That was interesting. Alright. Well, they might just have a piece of removal for our 2 creatures. I think that's fine. We're going to get to play the Swaggering Corsair. Okay. Good aggressive start for us. 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop. Can't really ask for much more than that. And if we hit another land, we're set up to play our Tuscadon on the curve. Worst case scenario, we have to get defensive here and we just play the Guardian. Frill back? Okay. That's alright. Probably just send the Deeproot Warrior in there. Reckless Rage. Interesting. So, Reckless Rage is interesting because actually what it would let us do is we could use Rage on our own Golden Guardian and then have it fight, you know, the Deeproot Warrior to turn itself on there, and then just have a, you know, a golem cranking land for the rest of the game. I think here we're probably just going to attack in with... My opponent has a lot of cards in hand. Yeah, we'll just send in the Deeproot Warrior and play the Golden Guardian, and then next turn we might just use the Reckless Rage to clear this out. That's kind of a defensive play, especially since we're on the attack, but I think we're going to get a lot more value out of holding back one more turn. And what do they got here? Forerunner of the Empire. Interesting. And what are they fishing for? So they're going to be able to kill our Firebrand pretty much right away. Raptor? Sheesh. We're going to have to kill the Forerunner. We're not going to be able to deal with that nonsense. Okay, what do you got here? Any attacks? Probably not. Okay, what are we going to get? Swaggering Corsair? Okay, so we can send in, let's see here, Swaggering Corsair, Deeproot Warrior. Probably not going to send the Firebrand. We'll see how our opponent blocks. Or we could just send just the Deeproot Warrior. So if we send in the Corsair and the Deeproot Warrior, our opponent's probably going to block the Corsair with the Frillback, and they're just going to take the Deeproot Warrior. Then we can Reckless Rage the Forerunner. But then we're going to have to eat our own Deeproot Warrior. Because we can't play the Corsair, because this costs 2 to activate. And we're definitely going to attack with something here. I mean, I suppose we just send both in, regardless. Because we've got to get this Forerunner off the board, or they're going to clear us out with the Raptor. Just see how they block, and then we'll make our decisions. Going to go ahead and block there. Okay. I think that's fine. So, we're probably just going to let that trade. Yeah, we're going to lose our 2 and our 3 drop, but our hand's pretty good right here. So we'll let that trade. Yeah, that's fine. We'll get our 2 in. Now we're going to Reckless Rage the Forerunner and the Golden Guardian. And then Golden Guardian is going to go ahead and fight Deeproot Warrior. And if we had... Oh, you know what, actually? This adds 2 mana. I completely forgot about that. We can still play the Corsair. Perfect. That actually works out pretty well for us. And the next turn we start cranking out Golem tokens. Alright. This is looking up. And now they can't get the crazy trigger with the Forerunner and the Needletooth Raptor. Yeah, there it is. I can go away now, because that's just pretty ridiculous. Hunt the Weak, so I'm going to do 5. Yeah, I guess we're just going to attack with the Corsair. Go ahead and take 3. Yeah, we'll just start making golems at the end of the turn. No sense in playing any of the cards in our hand. 1 damage to each other creature. Okay, so they're going to get to kill our Corsair. So what we can do is go ahead and shoot the Raptor. They're going to kill the Corsair anyway. At least this way we get to clear out the Firebrand. Yeah, I think that's the best case scenario here. We have to kill the Corsair, but at least the Raptor is going to be gone. We don't have to deal with that anymore. Oh yeah, we'll just go ahead and let them get their damage in. There we go. Raptor's gone. Go ahead and make our token. Okay, now we're looking pretty good. Okay, so I mean, we can go ahead and hunt the weak, the Sword Tooth, but I'm fine with actually just with double blocking here. So we're just going to send this back to our opponent. If they want to attack, we'll go ahead and make a Golem token and block. Okay, so they're not playing a monster, so they're playing the Horncrest. Okay, that's a thing. Attack with just the Horncrest. Alright, we're definitely just going to block here. And they're all tapped out, so we might as well go ahead and make our token as well. And let's go ahead and F6. Alright, Hardy Veteran. Yep, not gonna be better than our Golem. So we'll send it back to our opponent here. It'd actually be nice to start hitting some land drops to where we can play spells and make tokens. Sun-Colored Raptor, okay. We're going to send in the Sword Tooth. It's only going to trade for a Golem at this point, so, okay. Got to make sure I'm not F6ing before I make the Golem token. Shake the Foundations, alright. I'm just going to send it back here. We can keep doing this for a couple turns. We're gonna be able to overwhelm our opponent with all of our 4/4s. At this point, even if they start playing things like Monstrosaur, I think we're going to be fine. Now they can. It is good to note the Sun-Colored Raptor is actually a 7/2, so we got to be careful there. I mean, we're at 20, but we don't want to get too low in life, and then suddenly the Sun-Colored Raptor can swing for the win. Okay, we're happy. We'll go ahead and block this guy. We're going to take some trample damage here. Oh, actually, we should have double blocked. What are we doing? Should have double blocked. Then we wouldn't be taking any trample damage. They don't have enough mana to pump it up. So, shame on us. Yep. So, we're taking 3 for no reason. But it still taps them out for the turn, so that's fine. A little bit of a misplay, but luckily, I think we're going to be pretty forgiving here, just because, well, we're just going to keep getting to create these golems every turn. All right, there's a land, and that's good for us. So we can go ahead and hunt the weak, the Sword Tooth, if we really wanted to, and just start getting our 4 damage. That's probably the play we need to make here. I'm just going to tap us out this turn, so we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we go ahead and hunt the weak on the Sword Tooth, or we can just sit back, make another golem, and try to alpha our opponent next turn. Yeah, maybe that's better. That's probably the safer play, just in case they have something big in their hand. So we'll make the golem this turn, then we can kill the Sword Tooth and swing with 3 creatures. And they're not going to be able to block them all, so. Any attack? Yep, and this is going to be lethal. Okay. Now we can go ahead and hunt the weak. This guy on the sword tooth. Oh no, goodness. What am I doing? We lose the creature. It's a 5/5, not a 4/4. So it's not lethal. Oh, good grief. Okay, that's fine. We'll be double blocking here. I think we'll probably go ahead and play probably the Wayfinder. Maybe we can get a land. Okay, yeah, this is not this is not any of the other dinos. This is actually a 5/5. How quickly we forgot that. A land, yeah, I was gonna say a land is actually fine for us here. Okay, so that was silly, but you know what? That's fine. We're just gonna double, triple block this card, you know, if they swing in with it. We set ourselves back an extra turn here. We probably should have went ahead and... Well, I guess it's gonna be the same result. They would play the Dread Maul anyway, so... Well, the Hunt the Weak, probably best case scenario. Ooh, that's pretty good for our opponent there. Yeah, we're one out of the way of blocking it. Well, okay. This is getting a little ugly for us here. And we're not going to be blocking. Oh, actually, we would have blocked, yeah, because they'd already taken 4 damage. But we didn't have to block there, so we have, let's see here. We can make our Golem token. We also can play probably a Hardy Veteran. I think that's probably what we want to play here. And just send this back to our opponent. Yeah, we weren't as far ahead as we thought we were. Sitting here thinking we can get this guy with Hunt the Weak and keep our Golem around. Wow. Okay. Our opponent's getting back in this game. Any attacks? Nope. Okay. Raging Regisaur? Not going to be better than playing our Golem. Okay, so yeah, I think we're just going to play the Trailblazer. We can continue to play, you know, a small creature and then get the Golem token out each turn. Kind of grinding through time right now, so... At some point our opponent will stop drawing 6/6 tramples. Any attacks? Yeah, they've got some attacks this turn. Okay, we'll go ahead and make our Golem token. I think we're just going to block this guy with all the Golems. We don't want to take any trample damage if they have any pump spells, and we definitely want to get this off the board. Ooh, what's our opponent got here? Bombard? Okay, so I'm glad we triple blocked it. Now, if they would have had a sure strike there, that would have been pretty bad for us. But I think they would have been attacking a lot earlier than that. Okay, here we go. Bonded Horncrest actually isn't terrible. That's actually a little bit better than the Golem token. So we could take a turn off the Golem tokens, play the Bonded Horncrest and the Raging Regisaur. That's probably going to be a little bit better for us here. Because we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so we have 6, 7, 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. So let's get the Horncrest out. Let's get the Regisaur. And just send it back to our opponent here. Okay, let's see what they've got. I mean, we've got spells for days, so we can... Okay, yeah. Probably best just to move to sideboarding at this point. We're going to be able to overwhelm them now. Yeah, we would have had... What? They could block 3 creatures, so they would take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, be at 2. And we would lose our Horncrest and the Regisaur. And they would lose everything but the Dread Maul. Yeah. Okay, so our opponent's red-green dinos. What do we want here? The Frillback might actually be a little bit better than the Corsair. I think Shake the Foundation we probably can take out. So with that in mind, we'll just put in the Frillback over Shake the Foundation, because this is going to trade with a lot of their, you know, their 4 toughness dinos. Mutiny might be pretty good against this opponent, just because they have big dinos. So this is going to be a pretty easy spell to kill something of theirs. Let's see here. Anything we want to take out? I like Rage, Reckless Rage, Reckless Rage. I like that. Mutiny. Maybe we can just take a land out this game. I mean, our curve's pretty low. We only have 2 5-drops and a 6-drop, so maybe we can just drop 1 mountain this game, just because we're going to be on the draw. Which feels silly considering how little land we saw that game. But I think being on the draw, I think this is going to be okay. So let's send this back. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Land. Mutiny. Faceradon. I think this is okay. I mean, I definitely want a 2-drop, but we've got 2 turns to get a 2-drop, so I think this is going to be all right. Plus, we have plenty of mana sources. Again, we're always drawing all the green and not very much of the red. Dragon Corsair. Well, it's not a 2-drop, but that's okay. Corsair's fine. And what have we got here? Hardy Veteran. Okay, just ramping. And what did they get? Not playing a 3rd color? Oh, no, just revealing the Raptor. That's right, this puts it into play. Another Corsair. Well, we've got our 3-drop shirt up. Suppose we can go for Faceradon, since they haven't played anything yet. It's going to be a little tougher for them to block, and then to start playing the Corsairs. Boy. Well, looks like our opponent's going to get to fetch their Needletooth there. We're going to be a turn behind this. But luckily with Mutiny, we're going to be able to get it off the board, hopefully before they can do anything too crazy with it. We are not hitting the land. So, let's see. If they play the Frenzy Raptor this turn, we still can't Reckless Rage it. So, maybe we just play a Corsair. No, unfortunately, the first creature we play is going to die. Because they're going to play Raptor this turn. Forerunner goes ahead and shoots our creature. Yeah, there's really no point in even playing a creature this turn that's going to kill it immediately. We need another land so that we can go Corsair, Reckless Rage, kill the Raptor. Actually, specifically, we need a mountain here. Yeah, they're not going to play that Raptor until they need to. Too bad Mutiny is in an instant. Please, mountain. Ah. So now actually what we can do is we can have, we can use Mutiny. We can have the Whiptail fight the Forerunner. Let's make sure we're ordering this right. Okay, so choose a creature, an opponent controls 2, deal the damage. There we go. Let's make sure we're not doing this backwards. Go ahead and kill that guy. And then we can play the Deeproot Warrior. Doesn't get through the Whiptail, but, you know, it's going to live a little longer against the Raptor. And we can actually start casting creatures now, which is always a plus. And we can swing. If it gets blocked, we can use Reckless Rage to kill something as well. Of course, not great against the Whiptail, but that's fine. Opponent's just going to swing for 3. Makes sense. Okay, yeah, we're going to take our 3 here. Feeling a little bit better about the whole Raptor situation. And there it is. Alright, there's our mountain. So, what do we want to do here? I think we need to stabilize a little bit. So we can swing with the Warrior. Let me go ahead and Rage the Raptor. And then play a Corsair. It's probably our best play. I mean, they're not going to block this. So now we can Reckless Raptor and then play Corsair. We'll have a 3/3 up. You know, we're kind of in the same situation, but then we can always hunt the weak, the Corsair against the Whiptail. And we know they have a Frenzy Raptor in hand, however. I think this is, we need to get this off the board or we're not going to be able to do anything. So we're going to do 4 to this. We're going to have to kill our own Deeproot Warrior, which stinks, but the Corsair is going to be better. And it is a 3/3 at least. Well, you know, our opponent's played this combo twice so far, and we've evaded any major blowouts with it. So that feels pretty good. Ooh, they are playing a 3rd color. Okay. What if they have one of the big gold dinos? I would assume so. Maybe they're just splashing some luminous bonds or something of that nature. Okay, no blocks. We're going to have to go to 13 here. Something big. Sun-colored raptor. Okay. That's fine. And Frenzy Raptor. Okay, so. Alright, land would be good. Well, Regisar's fine too. Unfortunately. Well, Regisar blocks the Whiptail. Corsair can block the Raptor. We'll have to take 4 again. Or we can go ahead and hunt the weak the Raptor. That seems terrible though. Yeah, I think we just need to go ahead and play the Raging Regisar and just sit back this turn. Yeah, that's what we're going to have to do here. Yeah, I mean, we're probably going to have to trade the Corsair for the Sun-Colored Raptor, but if our opponent plays another land, this can represent 7 damage. We need to get it off the board. And then the Whiptail can block the Regisar. We're going to take the Raptor too. We're going to take some punishment this turn, more than likely. Unless they cast something. Do they have a Mutiny here? They're going to kill our Corsair. That would not be fantastic for us here. Because ultimately, I'd like to have the Regisar survive this turn, because then we can hunt the weak the Whiptail with the Regisar. They do have Mutiny. Yeah, this might just be too much for us to deal with. Yeah, I think that's going to be it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're at 4. Well, we'll see what we draw here. But I don't think we're going to be able to get... I don't think we're going to be able to get back in this just because the Whiptail is way too big to deal with now. Let's see. We can play Firebrand, block this. No, we're dead. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look here. Is there anything we want to take out? Maybe the Firebrand isn't fantastic for us. Maybe we take the Firebrand out and throw, since we're going to be on the play this game, take the Firebrand out, put the Mountain in. I don't think, I mean, it does enable our Corsairs, yes. But we already have, I mean, we have 18 creatures in our deck. We're pretty creature heavy. And we have plenty of Trailblazers. They enable the Corsairs pretty well. And I just don't think this guy's going to do very much against our opponent there. I really don't think it does very much. I mean, situationally, we're able to kill a Needletooth Raptor game 1 with it, but I'm not going to hold on to this for that one interaction. So yeah, we're just going to throw the land back in so that we make sure we have all the lands we need for our spells, and we'll be on the play and see if we can get a better hand this game. Yes, please. And no red sources. Got to mulligan this. Not great. Well, you know what? I mean, this is an aggressive 3-drop, and if it enables the Horncrust, and our opponent had a mulligan too, so we're going to keep this. And what are we going to see here? A 3-drop? Do we want this 3-drop? I don't think so. I'm going to put it on the bottom. And when we have the Frail back, and our opponent, other than the Sun-Colored Raptors, this is going to be better for trading. Plus, I would rather hit a 2-drop on our next draw instead of the Corsair. Or at least have the opportunity to do that. 2-drop, Deep Root Warrior. Nah, okay, that's fine. I think I'd still rather have a Mutiny. That's going to take out a lot of their problematic creatures. Sun-Colored. Or Thunder Migration. Yeah, okay. What are we getting to see here? Sun-Colored Raptor. Seems like they have a few copies of that. Are you going to get the Plains this game? No? Okay. Interesting. Alright. Anything else? Okay, I think our opponent forgot to hit the OK button there. Alright, so what do we want to draw here? Probably no more land right now, because we're probably going to go Mountain Frill back. Okay, there's our opponent again. Tilonelli's Knight, where were you last turn? Yeah, I mean, we're still just going to play the Frill back. I want to maximize our mana. That way, you know, if our opponent doubles down on a couple creatures, we can Mutiny and play the Knight. Or if they just play the Raptor here, we can just attack with the Frillback and then play the Horncrest. What do they got? They're on Frenzy Raptor? Okay, that's respectable. I think we're just going to play the Bonded Horncrest and sit back this turn. Just because next turn we can have Mutiny. We can kill the Raptor. Unless all they play is the Sun-Colored Raptor. Or we can double up and play Tillinelli's Knight and Hardy Veteran. Okay, I think we'll play the Raptor. No, something else. What do they got this turn? Ah, Bombard. Alright, that's going to shut us down a little bit there. Okay, we're going to take 4. So we're probably going to double down with our 2 drops. Maybe we draw the Stampeding Horncrest and just swing for 9. That'd be a great... Well, we don't have the mana, so never mind. That wouldn't be very great. So Reckless Rage, we can hold this up. But I think we're just going to play the Knight and the Veteran. And just send it back to our opponent here. So we'll probably just block the Raptor with the Hardy Veteran if they swing in. They may hold back. It would be great if they play something with 2 power, because then we can get their Frenzy Raptor off the board, and I think the Horncrest is going to be a little better value at that point. Okay, good. They're not going to be able to pump that this turn. Do you have another Bombard? Frillback? Okay. That's a thing. And we can play both of our cards this turn and get a lot of damage in if we really wanted to. Okay, so we could Reckless Rage their Frenzy Raptor with the Horncrest, and then we Mutiny first. Yeah, I think we're definitely going to Mutiny here. We're going to have the Raptor kill the Frillback. That's definitely going to happen. We're going to clear one of these 4-drops out. And if we go ahead and Reckless Rage the Frillback, we can swing with everything. And they're going to take at least 4. Or we could just swing with everything and see if they want to double block the Bonded Horncrest with the Raptor and the Sun-Colored Raptor. Or if they want to block the Frenzy Raptor against the Tillinelli's Knight or the Hardy Veteran, I think that's fine too. I think I would make either of those trades. Yeah, because we're not racing right now, so we'll just attack with everything, see how they block. We might lose out on a couple of points of damage here, but I think that's going to be fine. Let's see if they go for the double block. Probably just going to block the Knight. This is a fine trade. And then they're going to take 7. And then we still have Reckless Rage to wipe out any big blockers they have next turn. Oh, that's going to take it all. Okay. I'll go ahead and play the land here. Probably could have held the land, huh? But I don't think it matters at this point. So what's our opponent got that they didn't want to... Well, I guess actually, if they play a land here, they can swing for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, put us to 5. What if they pump all their mana into the Sun-Colored Raptor? We'll probably just Reckless Rage it. And we can take a hit from the Frenzy Raptor. That's not a problem at all. To be quite honest, if they played a land and dumped 6 mana into the Sun-Colored Raptor and we killed it, that would be great for us. That would just be a whole turn wasted for our opponent here. And that'll allow us to get for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, they can't do that. They'd have to hold back at least the Frenzied Raptor. So, let's see what they've got here. Forerunner of the Empire. Alright. You get one guess what they're going to look for. But we always seem to have Reckless Rage for their Forerunner, so that's a pretty good feeling there. Hey, Needletooth Raptor, what do you know? Go ahead and attack. Okay, let's see here. So we're going to take 4. We're going to go to 12. Then we can swing with everything. We're gonna kill the Forerunner end of turn. They can block the Bonded Horncrest with the Sun-Colored Raptor. Now if they don't, the best thing they could do is swing for 7, put us to 5, even if they played a land and only attacked. See, I think, yeah, we're fine to go ahead and take this 4 here. And then go ahead and kill Forerunner end of turn before they have a chance to do anything too crazy. Okay. Let's just get that off the board. And there's a Trailblazer. Okay. Attack with everything. Go ahead and get maximum damage here. Our opponent can't make any trades. They can soak up some damage blocking the Horncrest, and they probably should. Actually, they have to. This is 10 damage exactly, so that gets that off the board. All I have is the Frenzy Raptor. We'll play the Trailblazer. It has to be double blocked, so that's going to represent 2 points of damage next turn. So if they play the Needletooth Raptor here, they can block the Horncrest and the Knight. They'll go to 2. They'll lose both their guys. They'll kill. We'll be left with only the Veteran, I assume, at that point. No, actually, they probably want to kill the Horncrest, so. Well, let's see what they have. They didn't hit a land, so, okay. So there's this guy again. We knew that was happening. Yeah, they might just be dead here. Yeah, let's see. We swing with everything. They chunk the Horncrest with the Raptor. And they block the Knight with this Raptor. We're going to take 2, 3, 4. And then the Needletooth Raptor will kill the Bonded Horncrest, and we're left with 2 2-drops. Alright. We weren't not going to attack with everything anyway. They could have their own Reckless Rage. And that would make it a little worse for us, because they would be able to wipe out. Well, no, then they wouldn't be able to block and kill a creature. Okay, so they're going to block there, and then they're going to kill the Horncrest. They're going to take 4. And now they kill the Bonded Horncrest. Or if they have removal in their hand, they might just kill the Veteran and then they can kill the Trailblazer. That way we can't attack the Horncrest next turn. So that could be a thing. If not, the Goblin's probably going to kill them here. Okay, yeah. That's probably the safer move, but at this point they're going to need two blockers here. Actually, they need 3 blockers. Or a blocker, shake the foundations. They have the Dreadmaw. Oh, wow. Very good. Alright. Well, they can't attack us just yet, because we will kill them on the attack back. That's a good draw for our opponent. Okay, we need to start hitting some stuff. Raging Regisaur? Alright, that's a thing. That will kill them. All it has to do is attack next turn. So they have to have removal for the Raging Regisaur. And that's game over. Okay, well, we that was kind of fun, just slugging it out with our opponent here. You know, it wasn't fun dealing with the stress of playing against Needletooth Raptor and the Forerunner 3 consecutive games. But I'm sure our opponent was equally irritated the fact that we're able to Reckless Rage 3 consecutive games right after they played the Forerunner. So I guess that's just the way it worked out this time. Anyway, you know, that's going to be it for our Red-Green Dinos deck here. You know, it's pretty aggressive. I liked playing it, pretty heavy with the creatures there. You know, and had lots of... I love having all these Reckless Rages. It's just such... I know a lot of people like Bombard better, but I just love being able to do 4 damage for 1 mana. It feels really, really good. And then we did have that one interaction where we were able to turn on our Golden Guardian because the Reckless Rage is so cheap, and did the damage to the Golden Guardian. So, you know, that was pretty fun too. Anyway, that's going to do it for our Rival of Ixalan draft. I hope everyone enjoyed watching all of the draft picks. Hope you enjoyed watching all the rounds. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you next time.